Welcome back to the Toronto Blue Jays franchise. We are here in the Rogers Center for opening day here in the year 2021, where the Boston Red Sox come to town. And on the mound for the Blue Jays is our ace, Hyunjin Ryu, and this is the lineup he will be going up against in the Boston Red Sox. And on the mound for the Red Sox would be Chris Sale, who had an outstanding year last year and looks for a repeat performance starting today. In the bottom of the first inning with Bo Bichette in the batter's box, he's going to hit a base hit off the second base bag, and he's going to be safe at first to lead up the ball game. And now on your screen now is the lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. No new names in the lineup. Still in the bottom of the first with Bichette on, it would be Rowdy Tellez pulverizing a ball, a no-doubt shot to right field. His first home run in the year will give the Blue Jays an early 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning, with still nobody out. Now with one man out, it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting a high fly ball to left center field. And the outfielders are going to run out of room as that one goes over the wall and for a home run. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s first home run of the year, a solo shot, it's 3-0. On your screen now is the Blue Jays defense. No real changes there from last year. At the top of the second now, 2 men out. Going to be a base hit for Jesus Aguilar on the inside changeup, and the Red Sox have their first hit of the ball game, the first man on, with 2 men out. They would then grind into an out to end the inning. Here in the bottom of the third, with Rowdy Tellez in the batter's box, is going to hit a ball to the opposite field against the shift, and he's going to be in there safely at second with a double. In the bottom of the fourth now, it's going to be Ronald Grichuk working a walk. Then it'll be Teoscar Hernandez working the walk. Then now we're bringing up catcher Danny Jansen on a 2-2 pitch. Then they hit a high fly ball to left field. Benintendi's going to run out of room, and he's going to watch that one go over the left field wall for a home run. A 3-run shot, his first in the year, gives the Blue Jays a 6-0 lead, as that would do it for Chris Sale, as Nathan Eovaldi would come in relief here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The first batter he sees is Kevin Biggio, and he's also going to hit against the shift, and he's going to be in there easy with a double, with still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They would get no more runs though in the top of the fifth. It's going to be Jesus Aguilar working the full count walk after a check swing, and on that pitch he would get injured, and we would have to bring in Josh Lindblom. That ball would go past Teoscar Hernandez in center, and Aguilar with that 0 speed will not have enough speed to round third and head home. So it's going to be runners on third and second with 1 man out. Now 2 men out, it's going to be Alex Verdugo hitting a ball to the second baseman Biggio to end the inning. In the bottom of the fifth now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the batter's box is going to hit a line drive home run to left. His second home run of the year, second home run of the day. It's 7-0. Lindblom still on the bump. That's going to be a ball hit into the right center field gap. Hernandez is there to cut it off and throw it in quickly. But the runner would score all the way from first. The Red Sox get on the board at 7-1. Austin Voth would then come in, making his first appearance on the year. In the top of the eighth with men in the corners, it's going to be a 5-4-3. Oh, excuse me, no double play there. They just get the out. But that would be all they would get, as Marcus Walden would come into the ball game in the bottom of the eighth. Danny Jansen would then swing and miss on a slider away to end that inning, as Elvis Luciano comes in for the top of the ninth, looking to close things out here. The 1-2 pitch to Aguilar is swung on and missed. A curveball away, and there's one quick out. The next batter is Tyrone Taylor, the 3-1 count. He's going to hit a line drive home run to left field, his first home run of the year, and the Red Sox get another run at 7-3. With him out on first already, it's going to be Michael Chavis hitting the ball into the gap. That would get past Grichuk. He is going to get it in, as the runners are at third and second with 1 man out. We would then bring in AJ Minter to hopefully get the save for us, as Ken Giles was not available out of the bullpen today. First batter he sees is going to hit a ball to right field, deep enough to score the run. as Grichuk almost fumbles it, but does get the out and does not get the runner out at home. It's 7-4. And now bring up JD Martinez in a full count, and he is going to swing over that one and miss it to end the ball game. The Blue Jays win their opening day matchup here against the Boston Red Sox by a score of 7-4. Josh Lindblom would get the win. The losing pitcher does go to Chris Sale. AJ Minter would get the save, and the player of the game for the Blue Jays was Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. An honorable mention would go to Rowdy Tellez, who went 2 for 4 as well with a home run and 2 RBIs. Our next game here will be against the Milwaukee Brewers, where Nate Pearson would be on the mound. Back at the Rogers Center, where the Milwaukee Brewers come to town to visit the 8-5 Toronto Blue Jays. And as said before, it's Nate Pearson on the mound for the Blue Jays, having a good start to his season so far. Looks to replicate that here today. First batter he sees is going to work a full count walk. That's Gene Segura on first. Pearson will then go out and strike out Lorenzo Cain. Then he would strike out Christian Yelich. 2 big outs there. Now with the bases loaded, it's going to strike out Ronnie Rodriguez to end that inning. Corbin Burns would be on the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers, making his 3rd start of the year. Also not having a bad start. And there is the starting lineup for the Blue Jays. No real changes except for Garrett Hampson taking over for Kevin Biggio at second. In the bottom of the first with 1 man out as we Bo Bichette working the walk. And 2 men out and 2-2 count. It's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. popping up to the shortstop Arcia for the out. And the top of the second is Orlando Arcia once again for Garrett Hampson, who just does not want to lock on. And the ball gets in for a base hit. As with that would enable me to turn on computer automatic fielding and throwing. Here in the top of the second, it's going to be a double play by Manny Pena, who's going to ground to a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Here in the top of the third, with Christian Yelich on up next, he's going to hit a high fly ball to right, and Grichuk's going to watch that one go over the wall for a home run. Excuse me. His 5th home run in the year. In the bottom of the third, the Blue Jays would respond. It would be Derek Fisher hitting a solo shot to right. An absolute no-doubt shot. His 1st home run of the year ties the game at 1 apiece. In the bottom of the 4th now, with a man on first, it's going to be Lourdes Gurriel hitting a chopper down the right field line. It's going to be men on 3rd and 2nd with 1 man out here in the bottom of the 4th. Which would bring up Billy McKinney, who's going to hit a high, deep fly ball to right field. Does look deep enough to score the run. Yelich does have a strong arm, but Tellez is going to test it. And he would be in there safely at home to give the Blue Jays a 2-1 lead. Here in the bottom of the 5th now, it's Derek Fisher up again with another no-doubt shot to right field. His 2nd home run of the game, 2nd home run of the year, gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead. Austin Voth will then come in out of the bullpen in the top of the 7th inning. The first batter he sees is going to ground out to the catcher. Throw over to first is in time. Darwinzon Hernandez would come into the ball game in the top of the 8th. In the bottom of the 7th, for Derek Fisher, who's going to hit another deep high fly ball to right. Just beyond the warning track, that is going to advance the runner Hampson over to 3rd with 1 man out. With 2 men out now, Teoscar Hernandez is going to swing and miss a changeup to end the inning. Ken Giles will then come in the top of the 9th to get the save. Orlando Arcia swings and misses at a slider for out number 1. Now 2 men out to be Gene Segura swinging and missing on a 2-seamer inside to end the ball game. The Blue Jays win this one by a score of 3-1. Your winning pitcher goes to Nate Pearson, his 3rd win of the year. The losing pitcher goes to Corbin Burns, his 1st loss. The save would go to Ken Giles. And the player of the game, no doubt, goes to Derek Fisher, who went 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. An honorable mention will go to Nate Pearson, who went 6 2/3 innings strong, giving up 1 earned run, 5 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Here for Game 3 of the episode as we are in Houston to take on the Astros. And on the mound for the Astros is Zach Greinke making his 5th start on the year. In the top of the first inning, it's Rowdy Tellez going to hit a no-doubt shot to right field, picking up right where he left off from last year with another home run. Already his 8th home run of the year, gives the Blue Jays an early 1-0 lead. Ryan Borucki would be making the start here today, making his 5th start, looking to calm things down with that bloated stat line. And the first batter he sees is Jose Altuve. He's going to get a base hit into left center field to lead off the inning. And the next batter he sees is Thairo Estrada, who's going to do the exact same thing, but this time go up the middle for another single. It's kind of first and second with nobody else. Jordan Alvarez in a full count, works the walk, so it's bases loaded. Nobody out for the Astros. That'll bring up Alex Bregman, who's going to ground into a double play. A 6-4-3 double play, that is. The run does score, and the Astros do tie it up at 1. But then that would be all that they do, is George Springer grounds into the inning-ending play. With the bases loaded, 2 men out, it's Teoscar Hernandez swinging and missing on a slider to end that inning. Here in the bottom of the second now, it's going to be Ji-Man Choi hitting a bloop hit into center. So it's first and second with 1 man out. That'll bring up Corey Lee, making his MLB debut, and he hits an absolute pulverizing shot to left, a line drive, no doubt home run. His first home run on the air, his first Major League home run, first Major League hit, and first Major League RBI for the young catcher Corey Lee. Still in the bottom of the second inning, with bases loaded, George Springer's going to hit a ball off Borucki's leg, and everyone is safe. Cal Tucker will then come in, a little chopper to right. It's going to get past Hampson and then past Hernandez. 2-run score. It's a 7-1 ball game here in the bottom of the second inning. As that will do it for Ryan Borucki as we bring in Josh Lindblom out of the bullpen. Still in the bottom of the second inning, we finally get out of it as Yoenis Cespedes swings and misses for the strikeouts. In the bottom of the third, Lindblom still on the mound. It's going to be Ji-Man Choi hitting a ground rule double to left against the shift. Well, 2 men out, it's Thairo Estrada hitting the ball to Cavan Biggio over to second. He throws him out to any inning. In the bottom of the fourth with 1 man on, that ball's going to go off Lindblom's leg, and everyone is safe once again. George Springer in the 3-1 count is going to hit a ball up the middle to Biggio, to Bichette, to Tellez for a double play. Runner still at third, however. Cal Tucker will then hit a deep high drive ball to right. Nothing to get over Hernandez's head. As another run does come in to score, it's an RBI double for Kyle Tucker. In the bottom of the fourth still, as Yoenis Cespedes hitting a towering fly ball to left center. Now ball's going to be over the wall for a home run. His second home run of the year, a 2-run shot, and it extends the Astros lead by that much more. Thomas Pannone would then come in out of the bullpen. And with the bases loaded, Yoenis Cespedes would then fly out to right. That would be deep enough to score the run, as Hernandez is there to make the play. And cannot get the runner out at home. It's 11-1 ball game. Ji-Man Choi would then get another bloop hit to left, as another run does come in to score. It's now 12-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rogelio Armenteros will then come in out of the bullpen to relieve Zach Greinke here in the top of the 7th. He gets a quick 1-2-3 inning, as the Blue Jays just struggled ever since that first inning to generate any sort of offense. Kelvin Herrera would come out of the bullpen, making his 2nd appearance on the year in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be George Springer hitting a solo shot to right. And there'll be another home run for the Astros, his 5th on the year, into 13-1 ball game. In the top of the 9th, with 2 men out, it's going to be Cavan Biggio hitting a ball to the right side. Altuve is going to throw over to first. Choi covering to end the ball game. This monstrosity of a game is over, as the Houston Astros blow out the Blue Jays here in Houston by a score of 13-1. Zach Greinke would get the win, and the losing pitcher does go to Ryan Borucki, who didn't even last 2 innings, And the save, for whatever reason, goes to Rogelio Armenteros. The player of the game, I decided to give it to Corey Lee. He only went 1 for 4 on the day, but he got his first Major League home run, hit, and RBI. The honorable mention will go to Kyle Tucker, who finished 4 for 5 with a double and 3 RBIs. I want to thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode, which should be the first year player draft. Thanks for watching.